We begin this evening along the border. New guidelines may put migrants' futures on the line, making it more difficult for them to seek asylum. CBS 4's Abril Preciado joins us in the studio. And Abril, what do we need to know?
Chris, strict new guidelines have been implemented for migrants seeking asylum, leading more migrants to be deported even before having the opportunity to argue their case. As of Wednesday, asylum seekers along with the border were given new guidelines to follow, according to the U.S. Citizen and Immigration Services officers conducting the initial interview for migrants seeking asylum should deny their case if they are fleeing gang and domestic violence. This all comes after Attorney General Jeff Sessions ruling in June that those conditions do not make people eligible for asylum under the federal law, which is something that is bringing criticism from immigration attorneys.
We don't know how it's actually going to work, whether or not they're actually going to go through an asylum interview with an asylum officer, such as they're doing now. Even though they may be fleeing persecution based on spousal abuse or on gang violence, there's also other issues involved that we as attorneys and litigants and advocates can possibly try to make a distinction and hopefully be able to overcome that burden. So we would need to get to that point to be able to assist our clients.
Garcia says it's still unclear how officials will be enforcing the new guidelines. She explains many are concerned with the change of policy, that it worries them because they're traumatized from the violence back home and their countries have not been able to protect them, which is why they flee north to seek asylum. In the studio with complete Valley coverage, Abril Preciado, CBS 4 Valley Weekend.
As far as family reunification, Garcia says the government has not fully complied with the judge's order of getting all children under the age of 5 with their families, finding it difficult for the government to meet their next deadline come July 26th.